video doesn't do it justice. We're trying to hang a drying rack and water started spewing full. This is a ton of water went behind the baseboards. I mean, our house is pretty much flooded. Everything's soaked.
We flooded our laundry room,
including the ceiling.
So I recently completely redesigned and reorganized our laundry room from the ground up, and I'm going to be doing a video on each of those things. One video is going to be on the design and the other is going to be on the organization, and I think you guys are really going to love it because it is not only beautiful, but it is super functional. However, before I just dive in and show you guys, oh, look at my laundry room, here's what I did, I've got to share with you the story behind it, because honestly I think it's really funny and just too good not to share. It's hilarious. So you have to know the background. Now, if you follow me on Instagram, you already know about this because I love sharing this kind of stuff on Instagram. So if you like this sort of thing or like behind the scene things or want to know what I'm working on more, you can always follow me there. It's Basilchic like it is here on YouTube. So in order to tell this story, I gotta tell it right, and we actually have to go pre-flood because that's when it started. Pre-flood, I knew I wanted to freshen up the laundry room, but I didn't know how far I wanted to go. I didn't know if we should get new cabinets or not, new paint or not. I was just really on the fence, but I know it needed to be reorganized. You will see what a disaster it was in the video that I do on the organization, because it was a mess. I can't believe we were living that way. It wasn't even functional. And so it really just goes back to those things didn't have a home. And I realized that our laundry room is more than just a laundry room. It's also a utility room. And we have a really small house. We have a 1,400 square foot house. It's tiny. Mike works from home. So when you operate your work life and your personal life from your home, 1,400 square feet is just tiny. So the laundry room really had to have many purposes and functions, and it just wasn't functioning. So it's okay, it needs to be reorganized, but how far do I want to freshen it up design-wise, right? So I talked to Mike. We toyed around with getting new cabinets, decided against it. We just had the standard Lowe's cabinets in there. They didn't go to the ceiling, they were really short. So I brought my sister in. Linz, what do you think? Do you think I can do it? She was like, yeah, it's like a big game of Tetris, but I think you can get everything to fit in these cabinets. So we got these really great metal crates with gold handles from Target, and that went on top of the cabinets, and it held all the toilet paper and paper towels that look great. So that's where I was at with the whole laundry room, thinking about it. What do I want to do? So I decided one thing that really was a big problem was we had this drying rack, and it was one of those foldable drying racks, a wire one that sets up, and I just had it open all the time because I use my drying rack so often, but it really impeded the walkway from the garage to the laundry room door that we passed through all the time. It was sticking out in the middle of the room. So I had been eyeing this really great drying rack from Valor Designs for a long time. Mike took me down there. We decided to get that drying rack. So we come back and I get my marker and my level and I mark it on the wall where exactly I want it to be, and I have all the little holes ready to go, and I tell Mike, I'm okay, Mike, drill right here. This is where I want it. Here's the middle. And he was right there, are you sure? And I was yes, right here. And the first drill, he drilled right in the hole that I told him to. You would think someone turned on a fire hose. We hit a pipe. The only pipe in the wall we hit. First time drilling in the wall, and the water came spewing out. I mean, it was really someone turned on a fire hose. The water was coming out with so much force, it was hitting the cabinets on the other side of the wall, and I was shocked. I was oh, I had no idea what to do. Now, normally under emergency situations, I have to say I react pretty well. I think very clearly on my feet. This wasn't one of those times. I was oh, and so Mike took his hand and he threw it over the hole. That didn't do much. All that did was get him soaked, and the water just started filling up the floor. So he was like, oh, I have to go shut off the main water valve. Let me shut off the main water valve. And I was like, oh, good idea, because I wasn't thinking. So I put my hand over the hole in the wall. He runs outside to go shut it off. Yeah, so that was Mike running to go turn off the water, our main water valve. We caught that on our security cameras, and he came back in. We have 2 inches of water on our floor at least. That's rapidly seeking under the floor. Our floors are laminate wood, people, laminate wood. I mean, moisture and laminate, they don't go together. We tried our best to then start cleaning it up, but the whole laundry room was soaked. Like, it wasn't just the floors or the wall, it was all the cabinets, everything we had out on the washer and dryer. Everything was soaked,
including the ceiling.
As we were cleaning up the best we could, we're like, what do we do? It's Sunday. It's a Sunday afternoon. Do we call the plumber? What do we do? So we called my parents, because my dad practically built the house that they're living in now. My dad's really good at this kind of stuff, and Mike knows some plumbing work, so we called them.
While we marked it, and Mike drilled the first drill, he drilled right here. In the only water pipe in the whole entire wall. We had no clue. This is polybutylene, so a stud finder will not pick it up.
To give you a little more background, my parents just came off of a really rough week, and a couple months prior to that, we had 3 big family emergencies. Thank God everything panned out well in each scenario, but we had some life-threatening stuff going on for some members of the family. My parents, actually that Sunday that we flooded our laundry room, just got back from the hospital with my aunt. Turned out my aunt was okay, but my mom was in the hospital with her the night before, and they were tired. They come home, they're relaxing, and then they get a call from me saying, we flooded our laundry room, what do we do? My parents, being who they are, they said, we're coming right over. So they hung up the phone, they came over, and the funny part was, is like, during times like this, you gotta have a sense of humor, right? Because it's life. You're gonna have stuff happen, and whether you like it or not, you just can't control certain things. So you could either laugh at it or be really upset about it. So we chose to laugh at it. So my parents, with their great sense of humor, wrote with a permanent marker on some tape, and it said, Gonswing Crisis Team. And they stuck it on their shirts. So when they came in, they had Gonswing Crisis Team written on their shirts, and they're like, we're here. And we just thought it was hilarious. So we laughed so hard. And up to that point, Mike and I were not laughing. We were just like, this is the worst. Our floors are ruined. This is laminate. We had no laminate left over from the job before. This is like the 3rd or 4th flood that we've had in our house, because we've had other floods in different areas for different reasons. So we're just kind of over it. So when they came in with that written on their shirt, we just died laughing. It was exactly what we needed. So at that point, the floor was ruined, the cabinets were ruined, and we decided to go ahead and go through insurance, because that's why you have insurance when you do things like flood your own laundry room. I'm glad that we really redid everything. The cabinets were warped on the bottom, and now it's absolutely beautiful. And I will tell you this, I don't want to tell you much about the design because that's for the video, but I definitely went with stone floors, okay? Like, no way, not in a wet room. We went with stone floors. So you'll see if we still have the drying rack or not. You will see what the ultimate result looks like. We're thrilled with it. I can't wait to show you guys, so stay tuned for the design video and the organization video of my laundry room. But I just had to share with you guys the story behind it because it's pretty funny. I will see you guys soon in my next video. Bye everyone.